Oh! Yeah! I made it!
Hello?
I made it, mate! I fucking made it! Oh god. Alright, give me a second just to load shit. What?
You can hear me though, right?
No, I can't hear you, bro. Alright, where's the head-mounted camera that I bought? Hey.
Over here. Right here. Right here.
Oh, excellent. Now, oh cool, it doesn't count as an item.
Why are you using a head? No.
Why not, dude? It's cool.
Yeah, but it's not like we have 4 people, so if one person can sit in here.
Wow. Look at this though. Whee! Look. Whee! Look, I can. Wait. Oh, look, there you are.
Stare right into the screen. Stare right into the TV.
Wow. 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 It's not as. There you go. That works a bit better. Wait, what? I'm only seeing. How many projections are you seeing?
Seeing 3.
Oh, lame. Hey, what kind of cup is this? Oh, it's just an empty cup. Lame. Here's a clef. Yeah, I guess I don't really need a head-mounted camera, but it's all good. It only costs like $100.
Carol Clark?
Carol Clark.
Expo.
Carol Clark.
Response to everything.
Look, I have a parabolic microphone here too. Yeah, that's right. I bought all the goodies.
All right.
Wait. Do I have all my items? Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Anything interesting you can think of on this lovely day?
Give me a sec here.
What?
YouTube's going off the charts.
YouTube is going off the charts?
Yeah, I made a comment on a video about Naruto dying.
Oh, really? How many likes or replies are you getting?
Well, I'm getting mad hate right now for it, but you know, it's all good.
It do be like that. Alright. Oh, we didn't even check where the fuse box is.
That if Naruto dies, they're gonna just off Boruto, trying to explain that Naruto dying is.
We didn't even check the frickin'. Oh, I have an idea. We can even ask the ghost some interview questions on the speaker box later. Alrighty,
Welcome
on
to
today's
the Weekly Weebs, Carol.
yeah, and this is how we can make an easy topic, right? For this, welcome to Weekly Weebs. Today we're gonna talk to you about how important water is. Drink your water. And speaking of water, you guys remember when Naruto learned how to walk on water? That was a really crazy moment.
Oh,
Why can everyone else do it? No problem. What?
I heard a door open over here.
Good. You enjoy that door opening.
Did you turn the water on?
No. Wait. Where'd you go? Oh, dude, you hear that? Phone ring, phone ring. Well, too bad we don't know where that power is. I think it used to be in here, right? Nope. Oh, you know what? I think it's upstairs. Let's go upstairs.
It's over here.
Come. Come.
Follow me!
Follow me. I'm Guy Sensei. I know everything. Kakashi.
Hey, yo, Carol!
Ayo, Carol Clark. Hey, come answer some questions.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, yo, Carol!
Ayo, Carol.
Is anybody here? I'm gonna ask a couple questions.
I still got nothing going on in the EMF, by the way.
Anybody here?
Wait, hold up.
Do you think Guy Sensei could have killed Madara if he took his weights off? Nothing detected.
Yes.
Do you think Naruto would still be as strong as he is without Kurama?
No.
About
No.
Sage Mode?
No.
Ah, it's a shy ghost.
No, it definitely
Do
answered.
you watch anime?
Yeah.
And Avatar does not count.
Avatar is so good. I don't know what you're talking about.
It ain't anime though.
Yeah, but it's good.
I ain't saying it's not. I'm just
Hey,
saying you can't
where's
consider
the-
yourself a weeb if you watch Avatar.
Oh yeah, if that's the only thing you watch, for sure. Okay, should we go see where the damn fuse box is?
Be a good idea.
Over.
Here, pull up the box. Hey, wait, stop moving. Where'd you go? Hey, Carol, where's the fuse box? Give us a sign. I don't think she's not an electrician. She has no idea.
No, over here. I have no idea. Thought it would be over.
Okay, no. Let's just go down.
Back to the bus.
Back to the bus.
Yeah.
It used to be underneath the stairs, right?
I know, but what if it's not these stairs?
Oh,
Open that.
don't worry about it. Just keep going.
Did you open that door?
Don't worry about it. Just keep going. Okay, that scares me. I don't like
I
doing
hate how
that.
much faster you are than me. It pisses me off.
Oh, what? I'm not faster. Oh god. I was able to hear her scream in the distance.
Well, just the door. I heard it click. I think I just unlocked the other side of it.
What's this thing right here?
It's a motion sensor.
Oh, that's cool. Wow. Alright, what did we need again? Oh yeah.
Little, like,
Oh, the fuzz box is downstairs on the right stairs.
like I said, the other
Oh,
right stairs.
I don't need your negative attitude. Okay.
You need a positive attitude.
Blah. I can see clearly now.
I can smell you.
You can smell Carol? Tell her to close her legs. Oh. Wet floor, caution.
Hey, yo, Carol. Is that you?
I got the fuzz box. Where was that? Ring. Ring. Wow, it's weird having lights on.
Excuse me.
Remember that when that one ghost trapped us in the frickin' bathroom that one time? That was spooky. Was it this phone that was ringing? Ask Carol. Ask her.
Was it this phone? Is this the phone you're trying to talk to me on?
Carol, are you here?
Let's forget the last one. believe in the game. I believe that the game should have it in your journal.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah. Doesn't make sense. Not really. Give us a sign.
This phone?
Give us a sign. Carol Clark. Are you here?
Hey, yo, you picking anything up on your EMF?
No, dude.
So no limbo moderas?
No limbo moderas.
Oh, it's over here.
Oh, yeah.
Hey!
Over here.
I don't remember this big hallway, do you? I pushed my fingers into my eyes.
Carol, do it again.
That's cool.
Do it.
Is it here?
Here?
Oh, dude, the phone's off the hook. Is there some fingerprints over here?
Is it just weird? Is it just me? Or is this room really weirdly, like, textured?
Yeah, it's wet. There's like water on the ground and stuff, I think. Ask it
Is anybody
something.
in here?
No, it's not this phone, eh? Ring,
Do that
ring.
again, Carol?
Dude, I swear she's
I
actually
think it's
listening.
downstairs.
Yeah. Keep ringing. Do it again.
Or it's over here. Hey!
Here, want me to go downstairs?
here.
Alright.
No, because it attracts to everyone. Not in here, then it is downstairs. Yeah, it's gotta be downstairs.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
see?
downstairs. Hey man, I'm just looking at all angles here.
We got
Too bad you can't
parkour
jump
off. Yeah.
Just hey.
Carol, do it again. Wait, did we leave that light on? No, eh? Turn off the light and ask her a question.
Anybody here?
I can't tell. It's not this one, is it? No.
It's this one. Yep.
How you know?
Is it just flashed?
It did? No, turn off the
Yeah,
light.
the-
Oh, EMF 2?
I didn't just shut it off, by the way. Oh, fingerprint.
Yeah, right. Here, wait. Hey.
Flashlight? Yep. Carol, are you in here?
Check the windows.
What? We already got a fingerprint.
Yeah, I know, but, you know, more lore. Oh, EMF 4? EMF 4? Like, literally on you, almost. It just went away.
Is anybody here?
She's messing with you.
Don't want to hurt you. Just want to know how strong you are.
Carol Clark. Who is stronger, Boruto, Naruto, or Sasuke? Oh, God. Did you hear a door close? Here, pop it back up, pop it back up. Just ask her to give you a sign. How about that? Wait, whoa. Wasn't that phone off the hook a second ago? Oh, freezing. Yo. Oh, God, yeah, I saw something going toward you 100%. Did you hear that, or was it just me?
Yeah, I did. No, I did. That's why I turned my flashlight on.
I saw, like, a mist. A slight mist. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. That's why I turned my flashlight on. I thought it was just see. Oh!
What?
It's just threw the book. It just threw the book. Where'd it go?
Whoa! Stepping. Okay, that's kind
It's
of
a poltergeist.
I think you're a
It's
poltergeist.
It just... Dude, it keeps grabbing the book.
Where?
Look.
Oh
look
god!
down.
Hunt mode! Right there! Oh god, dude! Right here!
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Oh no, it got me! Bro! Oh, it got you. Alright, cool. Yeah, that was, terrifying. Now, if I were to make somewhat of, an assumption, I think Carol thinks Naruto is the strongest, because here's the thing. Our boy Cobra over there, who just died, he's a big fan of Sasuke, and it seems like she wanted to kill Sasuke, you know? Oh, maybe she's trying to predict the future. She's trying to predict that Sasuke dies. Yeah, Sasuke's gonna die in Boruto. That's what it is, because he's a Sasuke boy, and I'm a Naruto boy. Naruto lives, whether he likes it or not, that's what it is. Myth busted. Alright, let's see here. Onto the actual evidence, though. Let's get serious here. We got some fingerprints. I had EMF 4, but I'm gonna count EMF 5. And then, I think that's all we had, really. Unless that was a ghost orb, because I swear I saw something. What would it be if it was a ghost orb? Nothing. Okay. Let me go check what a poltergeist is. Ugh. Okay, that's so dumb. I actually got a picture of the ghost, I swear. I clicked on it, but... yeah, it would have been these two pictures. Spirit box, fingerprint, ghost orb. Oh, okay, well it could have been spirit box, not EMF. Yeah, I'm gonna go poltergeist, so... spirit box, fingerprint, ghost orb. Unless there's something else that throws something. Before I do that, let me go quickly check. We got... yeah... I think... oh, actually, wait. Onis do it too. Onis are more powerful... are more active when people are nearby and have been seen moving objects at great speed. And that says EMF. Oh no, it's not an Oni. It has to be. Yeah. It's 100% a poltergeist. 100%. Okay, so poltergeist. That's gonna be fingerprint, spirit box, and I think ghost orb. Yeah, that's it. Did I at least get a picture of it? No, I didn't. But that's so stupid because I actually took pictures when it was there. So whatever. Oh, wait, it was a poltergeist. Okay, cool.
I told you!
Yeah, hey, I marked it. Did you mark it?
No, I didn't, because you didn't tell me you were leaving yet.
What are you talking about? The rule of thumb, when someone dies, you go to the truck. So I always do, and that's how I find you and listen to you. I was talking for straight like 10 minutes there, and you couldn't find me. You thought I would stay in the building when the ghost just murked you. So you didn't even hear my wait, hello?
You didn't take a picture of me.
Okay, you know what's stupid? You see these pictures here? This one? Where you're standing here, you're in the frame, right? And this picture right here, down here, where it's like, there's you in a blackboard, right?
No, dude, I'm not there. I'm dead. I was already dead at that point, technically.
No, you...
Like, it already chose me at that point.
Oh, shit! Okay, no, this was from a different one. Okay, but anyway, what I'm trying to say is, I took pictures of you, okay, when it was coming after us, like chasing us in the room, and I swear I took pictures of it. I literally saw it, but it kept phasing out every time I clicked the photo capture.
Well, I didn't get any insurance.
Yeah, because you didn't bring anything.
Body.
Yeah, because you didn't bring anything.
I brought a thermometer.
Oh. Maybe it didn't count because you didn't touch the thermometer. You know what I mean?
No, I didn't get any insurance money because you didn't take a picture of my dead body.
I ran out of pictures. I took 5 pictures when it was chasing us in the room, dude. So you didn't even hear my conversation of like...
okay.
You literally didn't hear the conversation I was having with myself about the ghost thinking that Naruto is stronger than Sasuke.
Sasuke's gonna die. Yeah, I know, I heard that part.
Okay, so I thought you said you didn't know where I was. So then you definitely heard me say it was Revenant and to choose it in your book.
No, I didn't. I didn't hear that part because you kind of walked away from me at that point.
Oh, but that was a fun that was a funny little story, eh?
Yeah.
Like, she killed Cabra. Cabra's a Sasuke fanboy. She's saying Sasuke's gonna die.
I am not a Sasuke fanboy.
Well, you like Sasuke more than Naruto, and I like Naruto more than Sasuke personally. So that was the distinction I was going for.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm not saying like you're like a little
Sasuke
loser.
wasn't gifted anything like Naruto was. Sasuke
Oh
had
yeah.
to work for everything
Ever
he
heard
had.
of the Sharingan? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he had to go through traumatic
Yeah,
shit
well, at
to
least
use
he
it.
had the KEKKAI GENKAI. Naruto doesn't have a KEKKAI GENKAI. So that's
He
also...
has Sage Mode.
That's also a yeah, but Sasuke could technically
That
get
is a KEKKAI Genkai. Don't
No,
at
it's
me.
not.
Don't at me.
It's not a KEKKAI GENKAI.
Yes, it is.
How? Why? Because you're mixing... No, it's not. No, it's not. Because it's not a bloodline trait.
Kinda is.
How?
Specific people.
Why? Because Minato practiced Sage Mode? Like, what? What are you saying? This is a reach, brother. Sage Mode is not KEKKAI GENKAI, because Sasuke could actually probably learn to be a Sage quite easily. What, you're telling me you don't think Sasuke has the capabilities of being a Sage?
This KEKKAI Genkai has become a bane for many of its members, and that includes Jugo as well. For some reason, the continuous absorption of Sage Chakra causes the member of the clan state of
Dude, that...
eyes, toad eyes. If controlled, this KEKKAI Genkai, also known as Sage Mode, is an amazing way to use controlled chakra.
No! Where are you reading this? That is not real. I don't think anybody agrees with you that Sage Mode is a KEKKAI GENKAI. Are you sure you're not just reading it about Jugo because Jugo has the curse mark, like, cheating thingy, which is based off of, like, his weird stage abilities? But that, like, yeah, for him it would be a KEKKAI GENKAI because his family would have that, like, really messed up body thingamajiggy that he has. Like, his thing that he has that makes him, like, suck in nature energy to become, like, a sage. That's a KEKKAI GENKAI, but people who practice Sage Mode, that they don't have a KEKKAI GENKAI. Do you know what I'm saying?
I still think Sage Mode is a...
I don't, because it's not a bloodline trait. I have the belief that pretty much anybody, in a sense, could learn...
How do they choose... Well, then how do they choose summoning jutsus? How do they choose summoning jutsus? What's it based off of?
What do you mean by that? Like,
what is summoning jutsus... Like, yeah, how is it... How are you chosen by...
Like, sort of.
Oh, isn't it not based off of your, like,
Well, not necessarily, because...
some shit like that?
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say, like, they need to kind of accept you so they would have to kind of, like, know you in a way, but if you think about it, that's not really true, because Jiraiya pretty much forced Naruto to take on the Toad agreement, right? So it's like, we don't even know if that would have been his base summoning, right?
Yeah, we would have.
How's that?
His dad...
Why? Because he saw Gamabunta?
Yes.
I don't know, man.
I think so, and then based off of that, it's based off of what kind of sage you're gonna get,
okay,
right?
Okay, so you're telling me there's a dog sage?
There's a sage for all elements of creatures.
Elements of
creatures.
To be.
So all different types of creatures. There is probably a dog sage. Yeah, technically, the creature has a god, an element.
Element.
Has a sage god, does it not? There's a toad one, there's a snake one, so there obviously has to be.
But why are you calling it elements?
And
That's weird.
Like element is in like it's their god.
Yeah. Hey, this is actually a good discussion. Like low-key. Yeah, so you're under the belief that there would be like so if you look at sage arts as like martial arts in a sense, you're pretty much under the belief that there's martial arts for like every single like summoning type. So like that's essentially like a sage learning for every type.
Yeah.
But then
you could argue the fact that, like, I know it's passed down from generation to generation, but you could argue the fact that Tsunade's 100 heal is just the sage mode. You could argue the fact that Tsunade's 100 healing jutsu, where all those symbols go around her body and she can't die because she regenerates faster than death. You could argue that that's like a sage mode.
Which is essentially like her slug sage mode is what you're saying. Which would also
Well, think about
what you're saying is like, so what you're saying is like technically Hashirama would have been like a slug sage? Is that what you're saying? Because it's in the bloodline and that's their KEKKAI Genkai?
Well, I mean,
is that what you're saying? Because they would share.
Hashirama was one of the first, if I'm not mistaken, he was the first. He was the first shinobi to perfect sage.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like they don't show you what like his sage animal type thing is. But you're saying essentially is like if you were to make a guess.
Well, I mean, he didn't really have a summon. His summoning jutsu was a golem.
Yeah, I know. Well, it was that like golem and like
or
a
a
big
dragon
Buddha statue thingamajig, remember? With like the billions of hands.
Well,
or
yeah,
whatever.
but that's he only summons that when he's like in sage mode.
Right, but what I'm saying is like we don't actually see like who or what kind of animal was like teaching him sage. But you're saying from your perspective, from what you're saying is from like from your logic, it would have to essentially imply that although we never like directly see it, Hashirama must have been essentially a slug sage. Because, or at least,
I mean, like
yeah, that's what you're saying. Because you're saying it's KEKKAI Genkai, therefore bloodline, therefore that's why you also
but you don't know where she. No, but you don't know where she got the slug from. We don't. That's a that's a bit of a plot hole right there.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but at the same time, you said like you can't just like pick whatever summoning you want. That's what you're saying. It has to kind of be in your family, right? And that's
but okay, but where she did not get the healing. But listen, she did not get that expert healing jutsu from Hashirama. He was not a healer.
Well, actually, I don't know if you remember this, but she wasn't the first one to use that like 1,000 healings. Hashirama, like Madara said himself, like Hashirama had a better version of that.
Well, yeah, that's also a sage mode.
But yeah, that's my point exactly. So that's what I'm saying. It all kind of links together. Like the slug does healing. Remember, it heals a bunch of people. So it's kind of like, what if that's their KEKKAI Genkai, their sage essentially, right? Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, so that, but what I'm saying is you have to agree because that is what you're essentially implying.
Well, I mean, but it doesn't mean he needs to be a slug. It could just mean that. Or maybe, you know what? We don't know because he never technically.
That just means it's his sage affinity, and that slug, that kind of animal, it has that kind of healing affinity. That's why it's probably more likely to be Tsunade's.
Well,
like,
because you could also
right?
you could also argue the fact as well that Hashirama actually had a perfected sage, and technically, what is the epitome of sage mode? Like, what does it represent?
Is this like a trick question? Or are you asking like my opinion?
I'll answer.
Oh.
Nature.
Oh,
that's what it comes down to.
Is that's not the epitome of sage mode. Sage mode is the martial art of using nature energy, essentially. It's not the epitome. That's it's teaching. It's not. That's what it resembles. Epitome is a wrong word.
Okay, well, you know what? I ain't no
damn thesaurus.
You could also argue the fact that Hashirama was probably one of the only shinobis ever to be so close to nature.
Oh yeah,
because his wood style was 100%. Far from none.
Yeah, he.
So
like,
you could
even argue that he was the first perfect sage, or first sage maybe of all time, other than like monks that were never, or maybe even samurai. Like other than like, I don't know if there's ever monks in like the Naruto, like world lore, but
they never really talked about it. But I wouldn't argue.
Exactly.
I wouldn't argue that because there probably is.
Exactly, because we know there's samurai, right? So why would there not be monks? So exactly, other than them that maybe have like utilized sage energy, but it would not have been used for ninjutsu. But exactly, he is the only probably ninja at that point that has ever used sage mode, right? It's from your belief.
But he's probably one of the only ninjas that could actually be the perfect sage.
Right, like even more perfect than what we've seen with Minato or Naruto or even like
Like, we call Naruto Sage perfect Sage because
yeah,
it's perfect in that timeline.
exactly. But like you
But
said,
would that keep up to Hashirama's Sage? You know what I mean?
exactly. Like if we're just talking like Sage on its own, like that's the thing because we don't even really know the full extent of it, right? And that's what I mean
Exactly.
too. Like Sage doesn't necessarily have to mean like this destructive force. Like just because say like Naruto could potentially be more destructive than Hashirama doesn't mean his Sage mode isn't better than Naruto's. You know what I mean? So that's a really good point.
Well, and that's why I can argue. That's why you could argue the fact that like Tsunade's 100 healing jutsu is just like an imperfected version of Sage.
Right, because she never actually like went out of her way to learn to become a Sage.
Yeah, like if you really pay, have you ever seen Hashirama's full Sage mode?
And isn't he also technically using it against Madara whenever it was like a nine-tail Susanoo?
Yeah.
When he was on top of the Buddha statue, right? Or not Buddha,
Yeah,
but you know what I mean.
it's in the games too.
Hashirama.
Oh look, it's even. I looked it up on Google. Are we sure that Sage mode Hashirama isn't just a super powerful creation rebirth?
Creation rebirth?
Yeah, which is the 100. It's like the.
But exactly, because if you really think about it, it all comes down to that same like idea of healing, right? It's like if you have perfect, essentially infinite master Sage mode, like best Sage you can ever see, it's pretty much in a way unlimited energy, which therefore means unlimited healing, right?
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah,
like if you.
he's pretty much Edo Tensei, but without being dead. But yeah, I think this all pretty much comes back down to like if we assume that Sage / summoning has to do with your bloodline, therefore KEKKAI GENKAI, it's like maybe that's why Tsunade is just generally gifted at healing, although not as good as Hashirama.
Yeah,
You
because
could
down
argue.
the line it'll get worse and worse and worse, right?
Yeah, especially
like I just
if you're.
sent you on. So if you go on Discord.
I will, but just give me a second. And especially like, I guess I want to kind of continue this before we forget. Like you said, I guess like worse and worse down the line, and that's especially if you neglect to like perfect yourself. Like she never even bothered to become like Sage or like learn the Sage arts. Like if she would have, like the bloodline wouldn't become as tainted too, right? So it's like that's kind of like on her bad.
Yeah, and
because you never
really
know
if
she
we don't know who her family is.
other than knowing that she's the granddaughter of
well, yeah, it sucks to say, but like, what if they married like someone who's not really that strong? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, well, exactly,
really
like
love based off of their strength. They were
yeah.
a very weak shinobi.
Yeah.
Gave birth, and now their blood is not only tainted, but it's not really mixed well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like, not to sound elitist, but that's pretty much exactly what happened with like Sarda, in a sense. Like, don't get me wrong, like she's strong, but
you could argue that that's the perfect. You could argue that that's the perfect mix.
well, not really, because what I'm saying is, since it's the first time Uchiha has gone outside of the bloodline that we know of, obviously.
Yeah, but how do we
that's
actually
why
know
her
that?
we don't. That's what I'm saying. As far as we know of, like usually the clans, they keep intermingling with themselves. It's like low-key incest, but that's just how it is. That's how they keep their KEKKAI GENKAI in the family. Anyway, but that's what I mean. It's like Sarda is technically an Uchiha and a Haruno, right? Sakura Haruno or whatever her name is. So it's like maybe that's why her eyes are just generally weaker and she's bleeding with just the first, like, what do you call it, the taboo thingy?
Once she, like, we could also argue the fact that, like, once she, like, fully perfects all of her abilities, whatever they're going to be, she could be the perfect shinobi.
Yeah, maybe, but at the same time, like, what I'm saying is she started off, in a sense, like, kind of, like, not as fortunate.
Well,
right?
and I mean, it's not really
never
like...
even been implied that any other Uchiha has ever bled without having a Mangekyo, right? So it's like, she's the first that we've ever seen that's bleeding in the regular Sharingan first stage.
Yeah, but she could be bleeding just by strain itself.
Yeah, but we've seen all the other, like, well, not all, we've seen prime example, like, Sasuke using his Sharingan all the time throughout the show. When he gets tired and strains his eyes, he's running out of chakra and he can't use it anymore. We've never seen, unless you're saying like he was like a pussy or maybe acting smarter and didn't want to strain his eyes.
Exactly. I
But
think what it is, and it sucks. No, it sucks to say, but like I think what it is because she's such a hybrid. As bad as it sounds, because she's a hybrid, Sasuke doesn't really know how to teach her
okay,
how to properly use the Sharingan, and because he left at such a young age, maybe he didn't learn specifically how to teach other people. It's just kind of like it's a feeling. He
right,
doesn't really know how to actually be like.
yeah, this is how you should do it and how you should know when to stop. And actually, that's a really good point that I want to continue. It's like, that's actually a really good point. And if you want,
Should we
wait.
should we shut off Faz? Cause like we're kind of going off a little
No,
bit.
it's fine. We're gonna stay in the lobby, dude. Why not walk around in circles? The viewers love it. We're just walking around, having a good time. Anyway, but no, I want to continue that because that's such a good point. It's like, it could just be implied that all your, no offense, I'm not trying to say that Sakura's dumb, because she's not by any means, but she is very, very stubborn. So yeah, that's a really good point. It's like maybe the Uchihas were just smart and they knew better to just not strain their eyes, but since Sarada is a mix of Uchiha and Haruno, she kind of picked up her mom's stubbornness, so it's like, her Uchiha tells her she should chill with the eyes, but the Sakura in her is like, no, keep going, so she pushes past where the other Uchihas have been like, hey yo, chill on the eyes, so that's why maybe she's straining them, you know?
No, seriously, like that's
right?
that I personally think that's exactly what's happening. But again, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, that's a really good
because,
point.
like I said, Sasuke left at such a young age and resented his parents at such a. And really, actually, if you really actually think about it, no one actually really taught him.
Taught who, Sasuke? Yeah.
Like all of his parents were dead.
Not all his parents. You mean his whole clan?
All
of his parents. They were all his parents.
Well, I mean, if you really think about it, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like,
Auntie.
did you actually like, a lot of people don't know this. Like, it's never actually been confirmed, but it's been implied a lot. Like, did you know that Sasuke's mom actually really Naruto?
Sorry?
Actually wanted to, okay, so if you really pay attention, Minato's wife, I can never remember her name, Naruto's dad.
Kushina? Yeah, she knew Sasuke's mom. We saw Sasuke.
Yeah, they were actually friends.
Yeah, we saw Sasuke as a baby whenever
friends.
Kushina was pregnant with Naruto.
Yeah.
And they were like talking.
And it's
stuff.
implied a lot, like incognito, but it's implied a lot that the Uchiha respected Naruto more than like the lead. You know what I mean? Like more than the other side, because they understood his pain, I guess.
Wait, what do you mean the Uchiha respected Naruto? Like when they found out about his like birth? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, like, well, because they're okay. So let's be honest here. If the Nine Tails were to go rampant during, I don't know, the Uchiha were still. No, the Uchiha were the Uchiha dead by then?
By what, the massacre? Or no,
the
no,
Nine
by
Tails attack.
No, they weren't. They weren't, because remember, Itachi was only about. Do you remember
really big.
Do you remember the filler? Sometime in Shippuden, we see the war in the perspective of Itachi whenever he was young and it was happening. Or not the war, but the Nine Tails attack. He was like comforting Sasuke because Sasuke was still kind of a baby at that point. Because remember, but remember,
that's a really big plot hole.
No, that's very easy to remember. It's not a plot hole because Itachi only killed the village whenever Sasuke was what, like 8 or 9 when he first joined like the school essentially. Remember?
No, then that's a really listen. Then that's a really big fucking plot hole.
Why is that a plot hole?
Think about it. You can control the Nine Tails with the Sharingan.
No, not anyone.
So you're telling
can.
me
Not
all of the
anyone
Uchiha?
Can. No, dude. Remember. They've said this multiple times in the show. The Uchiha are very, very, very weak. Like Madara has said this. Like you guys are all a bunch of failures essentially, except for like a few select people like Itachi, Shizui, and like Sasuke, right? So they did not harness the power to do that. Like Madara was the only one who was ever even able to do that. Like, don't you think that if they were able to do that, they would have done it again? There would have been a couple followers underneath Madara that would have done it. They just couldn't.
Who are we to say that they all couldn't have joined forces and done like a massive attack on the Nine Tails? Because Itachi's dad has
all their like collected eye powers would have just worked? I don't think so, dude. Like, first of all, Most,
Yeah, okay,
most of the
whoa,
Uchiha
whoa, whoa,
weren't
but, like,
even able to
backtrack
get
just
to
a
the
little
last stage of the normal Sharingan, let alone Mangekyo.
Because even Itachi's dad had the Mangekyo. Who says he couldn't have used it?
No, I know, but I'm just saying it's not normal for the Uchiha to have it. It's very rare for them to even like start mastering.
No, I know, but like, if he is a part of the police, if he is the police force chief,
like, why
should
did
he not have
try?
used his Mangekyo?
Wait, are you sure he had the Mangekyo?
Yes, he had the Mangekyo.
Like,
I'll show you his Mangekyo.
Yeah, I'm gonna go search.
Yes, I'll show you his Mangekyo.
That's fine, it's fine. I'll just Google it. But you continue on this so you don't forget.
So, my whole thing on that is, why didn't he try? Like, why?
Maybe he didn't care because technically he wanted to like have a coup d'etat against the Leaf Village too. So maybe he figured collateral damage will work, and then he'll just maybe get rid of the Nine Tails after. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that would be like his.
Yeah.
Like, the enemy, my enemy is my friend kind of deal.
Yeah.
Know?
Well, I just sent you a photo of his Mangekyo. It's actually kind of cool looking.
Yeah. I told you I was gonna look myself, but all right, dude.
But yeah, no, that kills it right there. Like he could have used his Mangekyo because okay, yeah, you could argue the fact, well, Obito is controlling Nine Tails and he has a Sharingan. He has one.
Yeah, but he had.
Where?
But exactly, that's what I mean.
Fugaku has two.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. They need Mangekyo, and as far as we know, only Itachi and Fugaku had Mangekyo at that point, right?
And where was Fugaku at that time?
I know, but that's my point. Maybe he was just kind of like letting it happen. Remember?
Yeah, but then you could also argue the fact that that's why people got sus. I mean, you could argue the fact that you could argue the fact that the Uchiha dying was technically because of nobody doing anything about the Nine Tails attack.
Yeah, dude. Literally, that's pretty much what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a plot hole that they didn't stop it. The Uchiha were literally planning coup d'etat against the Leaf. 100%, they could have probably done something. It's not a plot hole. That's pretty much fact.
Yeah, but like, if you think about it, they would probably still be around if they would have done something.
Yeah, for sure.
Because then Danzo would have been like, oh, they're being sus, and then the third Hokage could have been like, they helped.
Yeah, for sure. So how's that
like in
plot hole?
all
That's
reality,
true. I think.
But in all reality, because the Uchiha are so smart, they should have helped,
and then
captured the Nine Tails,
yeah,
and then mess with them afterwards once they have their, like, not so much their trust, because Danzo just was a racist asshole and hated them.
Yeah.
But, like, had a lot more parties that, like...
Yeah, that's a good
like,
point. Actually, you know what? That's another good question. Whenever that whole attack was happening too, okay, let me try to word this. Whenever that attack was happening too, and Obito was there and stuff like that, like, did the village already have the assumption that, like, Obito, the person who was, like, essentially leading the Fox attack, did they have the impression that he was Madara, actually? Or was that not
everybody
sure?
thought he was Madara.
Was that, like, confirmed?
No,
or... Then yeah,
they just knew it was a very... Well, okay, fourth Hokage thought. Yeah, that's true. We don't actually know if anybody else knew.
But that's my point. If the rest of the village did know it was Madara, then actually, yeah, that's a big plot hole. Because then it's like, yeah, you would think the Uchiha would do everything to be like, okay, this is like, we're not gonna side with the evil Uchiha. We're gonna make ourselves look better. But if they didn't all know, and it was just assumption by a couple of the elites per se, then it's like maybe they had no idea that Uchihas can even really control it, right? Actually, no, because they still would have known because of first Hokage time, right? Yeah, that's true. They should know.
It's always been known that an Uchiha can control a tail a lot better than it. It's a part of their it's a part of their Genkai. Like, it's a part of their ability.
Yeah.
It's like one of their positives. Like, oh yeah, by the way, you can.
Okay, I'm going back on Discord.
You could also, while I'm talking about that, it also made me think, Shisui killing himself. That's what activated Itachi's Mangekyo.
Yeah.
Why the f did he kill himself? If you think
I don't remember why.
Itachi
Didn't they try to kind of explain it slightly?
Well, okay, so he killed himself so that nobody else could have his eyes. That's what it was, because Danzo already stole one of them.
right?
And then he gave Itachi the other one. Why the didn't they just work together? Even Shisui with one eye.
Yo, how did
And
Shisui
Itachi.
how did Shisui even get the freaking Mangekyo actually? Who died? Like, how did Shisui unleash his Mangekyo?
If I'm not mistaken, I thought it was his dad died in front of him, but if I'm not mistaken, it was his best friend died.
Oh, so
And
he had a
he
best friend
activated
before
his-
Itachi?
Yeah, he's
Probably
a lot older
someone
than Itachi.
probably someone in the Yambu, eh?
Yeah, because he's a lot older than Itachi.
Right, that's true. Well, not a lot, probably like 3 or 4 years, right?
Well, in like, you know, in Shinobi time, that's like
Oh.
usually you don't live past like 20.
Yeah. No, I know. I just meant like it's not that much, but it is, especially if you consider how old they were whenever they were in Yambu. So it's like you said, he probably had
Exactly.
someone around his age that was like his actual best friend. Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's why I keep telling you to watch that filler. It's a bomb-ass filler.
I watched some of it.
Shisui fucking trained Sasuke. I thought that was so cool. I would have loved to see that. But yeah, no, like Itachi mixed with even Shisui with one eye could have took over Don. And then Shisui could have gotten his eye back. Although, you know, maybe he couldn't have. You know, I just thought of something really big. Like,
if you
huge.
get your eye taken out and put it back in, is it eternal? Is that what you're gonna ask?
No. Think about this for a second. So he gave Itachi one of his eyes.
Yeah, why isn't one of his eyes
And we have already
eternal?
come to the conclusion.
Yeah.
Listen. We've already come to the conclusion that Itachi is like top tier A+ fucking shit. That they literally had to kill him off because he would have stopped the ninja war right away. Just to say that he couldn't have assassinated Danzo, stole the other eye, and gotten me.
That's a really good question, but maybe it's more like a risk he didn't want risk taking, because what if he just didn't want to like risk losing the trust of the third Hokage, right? Because that's the thing, that's who he was truly loyal to Leaf. So that's, you know what I mean? It's like he's not gonna disrespect or try to go against Danzo in a sense, because essentially, in a way,
even the third Hokage didn't
supports Danzo. Like, he doesn't agree with everything, but he still kind of. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Do you know what I'm trying to say with this?
Well, yeah, it's a respect. It's the yang. It's the yin to his yang.
Exactly. It's the shadow, right? It's like third is the good, and okay, well, I'm not trying to say Danzo's evil, but okay, good cop, bad cop. Good cop, bad cop. Okay?
Yeah, like it's one of those things where, like, in Danzo's eyes, he was doing everything for the love of the villain, but in everybody else's perspective, he.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. Like, if Itachi would have technically tried to go against Danzo, he's essentially, like, I think in his mind, because he was very, very, very much a man of honor, obviously, he'd be essentially going against Leaf, and that's not what he's about, right?
That's true, I guess, but like.
But I know what you mean. From his perspective, it's like, dude, after seeing what he's done to Shisui and like what he's trying to do, it's like I'm sure he'd be able
not
to
just
like,
that.
prove his point, right?
Not just that, Itachi is a very smart individual. He should have known by just staring at his arm what he was doing. He could have used his Sharingan and seen that there's a shit ton of eyes all over his arm. You're telling me if you found out that the person you're working for is killing your clan and putting their eyes all over his arm, you're gonna be happy about that? I don't know. Like, even like I don't know, me personally, like, I would have a love for the village, but if I found out that they were killing my clan and eyes all over a certain individual arm, and my best friend's eye is in guy's head, but you could also argue the fact too, why did he want Shisui's eye so badly? He couldn't even use the Mangekyo.
I think it's mainly because he knew how powerful his Mangekyo was to begin with. So it's not about like, oh, I want this eye to use a Mangekyo. It's more about like, I can't let this get into anyone else's hands because it's so goddamn strong.
That's that. I mean, I guess, yeah. One second, I need to pee.
But yeah. Also,
Hello?
yeah. Well, you left a very important part of the conversation that is done now. I can't remember what we were talking about.
Sorry, my child needed her diaper changed. Wife brought me a pod.
Very good. I think the video is pretty much over.
Yeah.
I think we covered a lot of things, some good, cool things. Alright guys, this has been the Weekly Weebs, and catch you guys next Friday. Maybe we'll pick up where we left off. We will see. Depends if we remember. To be honest, we'll probably forget what we were talking about, today. But it's what it is. We'll see you guys Friday.